Let's do this. Let's do this. Do this. Do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's.
We're live, everybody. Live on my channel. Slasher providing the intro music. What's up, everybody? What's happening?
Boots and cats. Boots and
Gotta
cats. Boots and cats.
Cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots. All right.
What we walk into, Max?
I don't fucking know, man.
We never know. We never know what's going on Saturdays. So what's up, Michael Morris? How you doing? Harmony's here. What's up, Harmony? Echo Dub. What's up, Echo Dub? Marilyn's here. How you doing, Marilyn? Chris Clash. Just getting out of my mind palace. I mean, if there's anything we've learned from Lumi 1992 streams on Twitch, it's stay in that mind palace. It takes you some weird, awesome places.
Yeah, stay in your own mind palace.
Lightbear, what's up, Lightbear? Lady Love's here. Mike! Well, Morris, what's up, Mike? Ole Christensen. Sven. Greetings from Belgium. Well, welcome.
Oh.
Ian Thomas. How you doing, good sir? Jeannie Sims. How you doing, Jeannie?
Jeannie.
Jay Jerry's here. What's up, Jay Jerry?
Jerry.
Fat Cat. What's up, Fat Cat? Where's my Fat Cat? Right there. I don't know if she's in... Can you see? She's right there. Kenny B! What's up, Kenny B? Friction!
Jen.
Good seeing you, brother. Nefrit. How you doing, Nefrit? James Rivero. What's happening, man?
Brother James.
Net Reality. How you doing, Net? Kim C. What's up, Kim?
Yeah.
Nova. How you doing, Nova? Anybody... Who else is rocking around here? I know I saw a bunch of people right up at the start. Let me go catch them real quick. Make sure I get my people their shout-outs. Kenny B was first one. Michael Morris was right after him. Tam! Glam Tam!
Bam.
Well, it looks like I caught almost everybody. Vapin' Bum J. How you doing, Vapin' Bum? There we go. Did I see Nashef? What up, Nashef? How you doing, man? Colette?
What?
Mad Daddy Hoffman's here. What's up, Mad Daddy? Who else rolling around? Ozzy Shano. What's up, Ozzy Shano? E-dog.
E-dog.
E-dog. Papa Chigley. What's up, Chigley? We still need to find a way to lure Chigley out of the shadows.
Yes.
Yeah, look, James Capozzi. There we go, James Capozzi. Good seeing you, brother. So yeah, let's start going around the room. Slashy, it's been a while, man. How you been? What's been going on?
It has been a while. Did my business trip in Seattle, which was pretty cool. So I will have to say that I enjoyed staying in downtown Seattle for sure. Couldn't live there.
Mm-hmm.
Partially too many dogs. I just have to hire a dog walker or something. But really good food, lots of different variety. I enjoyed it. It was really interesting to see a place where like the cars respected walkers. Like, the line right before the crosswalk, if you were over that line, dude, cars were honking at you, people were yelling at you, like it was a thing. Like it's like 99% of people respected that crosswalk. It was really weird to see. Because here, it's like people will park on top of it or over it or whatever. But it was pretty good. And then like last week, I did a fundraiser on Saturday, which is why I wasn't here. I went out and raised some money for some veterans at a pony ride.
Awesome.
So, been kind of busy.
Good on you.
You were driving your fancy car around?
Yeah. We I made the order for the vinyl for it, so it's finally starting to come together.
What's that called again? Firecracker? What is it?
The Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Slashy's Fireball. So there's always lots of things when people visit the Seattle area that I want to ask them.
Okay.
It's my old stomping ground. I never really noticed the crosswalk thing. Like that's just kind of a thing. Like people don't go into the crosswalk because there's constantly people
Hmm.
trafficking, so you have to. Um,
Uh, the alleyway thing. There are a ton of alleys in between buildings and all that,
mm-hmm.
and people would have to park up where the sidewalk would cross to be able to pull out.
Yeah.
But if they were not going to be able to make it into the road before you got there, they would actually back up.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't have to walk around the back. Like they were very respectful pedestrians. It was really weird.
They're not so respectful of bicycle riders. I will
I
tell you
could
that.
see, yes, I did notice that. I mean, there's a lot of bicycle lanes, right there, bus lane, bicycle lane type thing. But no, uh, but the bicyclers seemed to not necessarily follow the laws as they should.
No, no, they don't.
So I could see why the automobile drivers wouldn't respect them as much.
Um, and people in Seattle are known for not being as friendly. Did you notice that at all?
So the only people we talked to were like the people at the shops and the restaurants and stuff like that. And there might have been a slight bias because during that week of the month, um, or well, that week of the year, really, the whole town of downtown Seattle is like overrun with Microsoft employees.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know if it's just they were being extra nice because they knew we were all there and we like to spend money, uh, and so they want our money.
Yeah,
But
remember, be nice.
I actually did not
Microsoft.
have any bad experiences with any of the shop owners, anybody that I came in contact with. Everyone was really nice. Uh, the little biscuit shop we went to where we had crumpets one morning was amazing. The shop owner was real nice there. Yeah.
Yeah, they must have known. Yeah, TMS
Uh,
420 knows what I'm talking about. The Seattle, they call it the Seattle Freeze. Um,
yeah.
like you go and you say, like you, people will say hello to you, but
Hmm.
that's about the amount of interaction you're ever going to get out of anybody.
I I could see that.
So,
The other place we went to, apparently they were famous for their they say famous. They have cookies that they make.
oh,
They're called
right by the,
Convention Center.
yeah,
They make the little chubbies or whatever they're called.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's where the flavor sunshine cookie came from.
really
Yeah, yeah. They're
interesting.
little flower shaped cookies.
Okay, see, I didn't have those.
Yeah.
There was the coffee shop there, and they had what they call like little chubbies or something, and they're a chocolate chip cookie, but they're like this tall, like
Mm-hmm.
no lie, probably about 3 inches tall and nice size around. And they said like the owner was the only one that knew how to make them right, and he retired. And the new ownership came in and said, "Hey, we can't do this right. You need to make these for us." And so he is in retirement, but all he does is make those
Make the
cookies for that
cookies.
little
That's
shop.
awesome.
Yep.
Time to make the cookies.
I almost got a spur of the moment tattoo there from some shop that the woman there was just freaking chill. It was cool.
Spur of the
But
moment tattoos are never a good idea.
well, and I know this. We talked and stuff, and I asked her specific stuff and time frames, and she's like, "Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that with this time frame. I could do this and make it look really good." And I was like, "Nah, it's not what I want." So we just talked for half an hour, and then I bought her coffee because I took up her time, and then we left.
That was mighty fine of you. I'm glad you had a good time up in my neck of the woods.
Oh yeah, Seattle is it's really cool if you're an out of towner because it's just all these new things to see and
It's very
uh
expensive. It is a very expensive city. I will say that.
yeah, it is not cheap. Luckily, I did not spend much of my money.
Cool. Spending Microsoft's money. Heck yeah.
I mean, I didn't go crazy obviously, but yeah, there's a really cool bar there that my friends wanted to go to. I don't really drink much, so I was just walking with them. But like they have all these pinball machines and
Mm-hmm.
old arcade games in there, and that was pretty cool.
What's the name of that place?
Based
I'm
on
trying to remember.
asteroids?
They did actually.
Yeah,
They did.
yeah. Then they usually have the sit down Mario Kart too.
Yep,
Oh,
I did
cool.
that. I actually, when I was there, people
Dorkies?
were.
Is it
That sounds
Dorkies?
about. That sounds right.
Yeah, because there's one in Tacoma too,
That seems about right.
and you just walk up to the counter and pay for whatever beer you want, and then you walk back out into the arcade.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
yep, that's the place.
That was pretty cool. I
Yeah,
will say
that was one
that
of the
the
few bars I was willing to visit when right after I quit drinking, just because I could go play arcade games.
and then kind of just forget everything else.
Yeah,
I will
I'll
say
take a
the
Gatorade and I'll go hang out.
one thing that was surprising was the homeless population there. It's very very eye opening because you don't see that where I'm at. Like it exists, but it's not out in the open, I guess. So it was very eye opening, very different.
um,
Um,
and it's exploded the last couple of years
yes,
because it's such
but
a mild climate that you can live there year round.
we do
And
have something in place to actually help with that though too. And I went and did some research on that. Microsoft has a program that like depending on how you do it, like when you're on travel and places like that, there's ways that you can, you know, purchase meals or something like that for people or donate certain stuff. It's a pretty cool little program.
mhm. That's the thing about most of the homeless folks in Seattle, though, is they want to be homeless. Like they will certainly go take advantage of the programs, but they do not want to be in houses or communities or anything else like that
Hmm.
that's been set up for them. So
Yep. Yeah, just coming in from the airport, going into Seattle up on the small mountain cliff edge thing, you
yeah,
just see tents,
yeah,
and
part
every
right
now and
next
then
to the
there's a
interstate.
yeah, and that was different for me.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
one of them, well, we talked to, he was a veteran, and yeah, he said that he didn't mind it. He liked it.
yeah.
He went and did odd and end work type stuff every now and then for a little bit of money and bought things every now and then, but he liked it.
Yeah. I remember the last time that I went all the way through Seattle on the interstate. There was a girl on the side of the side. There was all the tents on the cliff, but there was a girl on the side of the interstate taking a poop, just taking a poop out in public. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, it's gotten a little crazy here, and and it's not like because I lived outside the city, so it's not like I went into Seattle all that often. So every
Night
time I went up,
nighttime
it was just like holy shit.
nighttime changed a
Yeah,
lot. I could see where there would be certain personalities that would feel uncomfortable walking through certain parts of downtown Seattle.
yeah.
Some of the
Pioneer Square had gotten really bad. I knew that was one place that a lot of my friends all wanted to go up and hang out. I'm like, I'll tell you how to get there. Like,
yeah,
I
I
don't.
say Pike and Pine were pretty good. There were a few here and there, but then you kind of go a couple streets over, and then it starts. The locale changes when the sun sets,
Yeah,
and I could see where some people would be very uncomfortable walking through that area by themselves.
yeah.
But
They
it was a
probably will
lot of
have a poop
fun.
app soon. Kenny B.
It was an experience.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
I'm glad you had fun up here, man. Emily, we haven't seen you for a while. We haven't seen you
Hello,
either.
hello.
What you been up to, girl?
Oh, nothing really. Just hanging out. Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting.
Just chilling like a villain.
All right, all right.
Going to the doggy park later? What are you guys doing later?
No, Megan already took Coda to the dog park this morning. We're gonna go to a friend's house and play some games though tonight.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Game night. Awesome.
Yeah. We kind of have a thing we started where like every Saturday night we go and play games with friends. It's fun. We just hang out and low key night.
game are you playing?
I don't know, either Jenga or Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry is always fun.
We've been playing the last like few weeks in a row. We've been playing Monopoly, which is a lot of fun because it's different every time. But we're gonna change it up, you know.
You're gonna go just start getting into game shops and like looking for board games to play with your friends.
Yeah, maybe.
Target's
love
got the
games.
best shit.
Target
I
does
love
have some Target has a great selection of games. So does Barnes and Noble.
The thing is, I like the real nerdy like strategy games,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody else does.
Yeah.
So
There's a
Yeah.
one that our friends were talking about. I can't remember the name of it though.
You know what's always a blast where you can get really angry at your friends? Munchkin.
Munchkin?
Munchkin is
called?
amazing.
It's
Yeah, I
called
don't know
Munchkin, and it's basically like a D&D card game. But there's all different genres. So you like if you wanted to play like Marvel Munchkin, or you want to play Space Munchkin, or Cowboy Munchkin, or Fantasy Munchkin.
And you can combine them all
Yeah.
into one game.
Yes, you can combine it. So you could play Space Cowboy. So we used to call that Firefly Munchkin.
That's great.
But yeah, I think I've probably got. I know for a fact I've got it sitting around here. I've got a tote with like this, like that, just filled with different Munchkin games, and you go. Everybody's playing against each other, but you can help each other, and so. Like if someone does something awful to you in the game, you can team up and like if they're about to win the game. I did this one time because my friend took my best weapon, and I was so mad because the game had taken like an hour at that point, and so she took my best weapon and she was about to win the game, and it came around to this one guy and he's like, "Well, I can't stop her. She wins." I'm like, "You didn't ask me," because I had been close to winning the game too. I'm like, you didn't ask me. He's like, are you gonna help me? I'm like, yes, and just laid all these cards out and made sure that she didn't fucking win. Cause
nice.
My favorite game is Joking Hazard.
Choking
So I haven't
hazard?
Yeah.
I haven't got to play that one yet.
I love it. It's so good.
It's a cyanide and happiness game.
Okay.
It's so funny.
It's like kind of like Cards Against Humanity, and like they have the expansion packs too, and it's the most fun game to play, I think.
You pretty
Cards
much
against
build
sometimes.
you build a small comic strip pretty much with the cards that you have in your hand. But it's just as dirty and just as bad as Cards Against Humanity.
Hell yeah.
It's my type of game.
hmm
And there's like a judge and everything too. I fucking love that game.
I haven't watched Will Wheaton in so long.
Tabletop is an amazing show.
Yeah.
Playing good old Settlers of Catan. I think he did like a 3-part episode on Settlers of Catan.
Dude, that is such a good game.
That's one of those nerdy strategy games though, Emily. You may not be. But I mean, everybody I've ever played it with had a blast. So,
And unless you get bad rolls or you get blocked in, and then the game is actually no fun.
Which
But
one
that's-
is this one called?
Settlers of Catan.
Settlers of Catan. I've heard of that one. Yeah.
There's so many expansions to it too. It's crazy.
Yeah. What's the
That's the
train
definitely-
one? Is it Empire Builder? There's one where you like build different railroads like across Europe or across the United States.
I think
And-
that's the name.
Yeah, I think it's Empire Builder. I think that's what it's called. But that one's amazing too. So's Pandemic.
Oh, Pandemic's so good.
Pandemic will make you stress the fuck out,
Mhm.
but it's awesome.
That's the strategy game too.
Yeah, basically you play as like different teams going around trying to stop a disease from taking over, and my experience, you very very rarely accomplish your goal.
Thing is, we're all like real squirrely, so we can't play anything where you need like a really strong attention span.
Munchkin would be perfect then. Munchkin would
Yeah.
be perfect for you. Hi, Jeff Lawson.
We basically just
Often.
use it as an excuse to get together and chit chat. Like,
Yeah.
There's another cool one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically like it's kind of like a would you rather one, but you debate on it.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds
What the
fun.
fuck? That one's so good because like you get crazy conversations, and I love arguing with people. So
Yeah. And then there's everyone else judges you. So
Yeah.
like it's a 1v1 and let's say there's 6 people playing. Well, the 4 people that didn't lay down cards, they have to judge who actually would like because there was one like there's a superhero edition one or something.
Yeah.
where you-
What is the
and
game called?
What's it called?
I don't remember.
It
I don't
sounds
remember.
so fun.
It's at Target, but I can't remember what the fuck it was called.
Ah,
Somewhere,
like-
someone out there in the comments is gonna
I don't
know.
have a Target here. Dang it.
Oh, Amazon. Always Amazon. They got better deals anyway. Get Amazon Prime and fucking be doing that today.
No show tonight, Frank? Oh. Well, it's fight night anyway. Have to be watching my fights.
That's true. Yeah, I want to watch that one tonight.
It's gonna be this entire card is actually pretty darn solid. There wasn't a
Yeah.
fight where I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
Wait, who's fighting tonight? Kevin Lee? No, is that next week?
This is
Oh,
Paul Felder versus Hooker.
Man, yeah.
I remember Toys R Us used to have a million board games too.
Hmm.
I think
Think-
Spencer's would have all the games I would want.
I think some of my favorite are the deck building style games where you start out with like a small deck and pretty much you end up having to play your hand every turn, but you get points in them, and the order you play can matter. And you use your points to buy the cards that are in the middle, and you build your deck from the beginning of the game, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And some of them it's cooperative, some it's you're going against everyone else, but there's some strategy in which cards, but there's also some luck. And then the idea of buying a card you know someone else needs, that way they can't get a good deck, so you steal their cards. And it's just cool because it's like a reverse engineered type card game.
Is it called capitalism?
Now there's a Lord of the Rings version one, which we have, and then there's a Harry Potter one, which we also have. There's Marvel, there's all sorts of ones. They're pretty good.
So Fresh, are we gonna mix our very first recipe like it was, or are we gonna make it better, or both?
Well, first I need to hear from you, Addy Tooney. How's it feeling being 1 week out?
5 days, baby, 5 working days. It's
Nice.
it's kind of surreal. I already said goodbye to some people that aren't going to be at work next week, and
Wait,
yeah, I'm excited.
are you leaving?
Retiring.
Retiring? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, congratulations.
thank you. Just turned 60 a couple months ago, and
Finally, time to call it a good day, huh?
yeah, with the wife, couple cancers, and she's not working, so we went to her people, and they said you can retire if you can live on $45,000 a month until you start collecting Social Security.
45,000 a month, Addy Tooney.
Yeah,
High
year.
rolling. High
a
rolling.
year. A year.
High
Dude,
rolling.
that-
Tooney's
That's
high
saying, you're
rolling.
really-
Yeah,
really
45
slumming
grand
it
a
on
month.
40 yeah, 40.
I could
He's slumming it hanging
I
out with
can
us.
that.
Shit.
I was gonna say, can I come move up there and sleep in a closet for that?
Yeah,
you wanna-
one of our 100 rooms. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's and if you're fiscally responsible, you'll have no issue with that either.
Yeah, and it was a cursing and a blessing. We're never able to have kids, and I'm sure if we would have had kids, we wouldn't be retiring.
Yeah.
No, they would have beaten up your every single penny that you've had.
Yeah.
You could still adopt me.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. You're welcome anytime, Max.
All right. I'm starting to pack my shit right now.
he just wants to be put in the will for all the flame treated K funds.
Yeah. I have no ulterior motives.
I got a list going. I know Emily's the top of the list.
I've still got
I
mine
like
sitting
that.
over there.
Tooney just made Emily's day. She just. So, Max, how was your week, brother?
That was okay. We had snow and shit, so same as usual. Yeah, other than that, I've just been doing shit around the house. It's fun. Pretty boring life.
Nothing wrong with boring. At least you're getting stuff done.
That's true. Small projects around the house that still need to be done.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it, so.
JMF wants all of your pipettes, Toonie.
I'll give you a whole bag. This is only half a bag.
You should get like colored ones too.
Oh yeah.
Like you should. Oh, you should flame them. Nope, that doesn't work.
No.
Flame treatment.
Like, I guess it could if you like, at like the bottom, you got like a metal. The part of the pipette that goes into the liquid is metal, and then you have like a detachable
Like a little squeezer.
dropper.
Oh,
Yeah, and so you could flame that.
Yeah, like a turkey baster.
Yeah, pretty much. That'd be
You got
pretty
your
cool.
Your new idea, Addy. You could start a whole new business.
I like it.
Flamed pipettes.
Reusable tips. I think people
Yeah.
would be down for that.
Well, we got enough contacts in the flavoring world, to.
Environmentally sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you decrease the amount of plastic that's being used.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
you
it.
guys could partner with Starbucks with like the breakdown straws or whatever the fuck they were trying to
I'm
do.
trying to retire. You guys are trying to get me back to work again.
That's always the question with someone who retires. How long before you go back to work?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna adopt me, I want you to make some more money.
To be successful.
Yeah.
The thing is, retiring just gives you a chance to just now do what you want, So
Yeah.
if you go back to work, at least you can do something that makes you happy. Do what
Yeah,
you want.
absolutely.
When I retire, I'm gonna go work at like Petco or PetSmart in a reptile department. And that's it.
Cool.
Probably
And I'm
end up
already
at Walmart
pre-certified for Habitat for Humanity if I get bored.
There you go.
Now I've just got images of adopted Max Savage. Just like I'm doing a show with Toonie, and here comes Max Savage in his underwear. He comes, leans over the desk, just takes something off the desk, and walks back out of frame. Like,
Was
that Max? Yeah,
gives Addie a hug. Love you, Daddy.
I end up 400 pounds.
Mrs. Toonie cooks real good. Bye, guys.
Yeah. Just always eating spaghetti in the background.
Yeah, just in the big out of the pot itself.
Yeah.
Oh, like SpaghettiOs, just all in his beard. It's just he's got a beanbag in the background of Addie's stream.
You can make some killer sauce.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited.
Hi, Leanda. And hello, Jeff Lawson. That's two. So yeah, everybody, we're doing first mixes. We're remixing our first mixes and just going back, reworking something, trying to make it a little better compared to what, depending on when we started, when it all happened. The very first one on mine is, of course, Addie's Custard, and that's from February of 2015. This was Blueberry Extra at 4%, Kiwi by Flavor West at 3.5%, Red Touch at 3.5%, and Vanilla Custard V2. And that was actually not the original Addie's Custard. The original Addie's Custard was, what was it? It was My Freedom Smokes Blueberry.
Yeah.
It was Flavor West Kiwi, and I think it was TPA Strawberry.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
I think that was the original. And then Vanilla Custard V1, but we switched it to Vanilla Custard V2. And this all took place in a conversation over the course of, I think it was about a week, me and Addie Toonie going back and forth, talking about what changes should be made since some of the flavors weren't considered okay, and some of them were disappearing. Nova, that kiwi, if you had tried the original Addie's Custard, you can go try the original Addie's Custard. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing.
One of the first mixes I made.
Damn.
So something I haven't gone back to look at my first recipes in a long time. So getting ready for the show, I was doing that, and something I discovered is that for even like from the beginning, I have always done really simple recipes. And like the first recipe, the first couple recipes that I made public, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't think I would change anything about them even now. So I'm gonna do. It's still one of the earlier ones, but I'm gonna do vanillas and nanners, which is like a banana pudding and vanilla wafers. I'm gonna redo that.
Ooh, that Perlium Nilla wafers with milk
Oh
would be
yeah,
really good in there. Yeah,
it would.
yeah. How about you, Slashy? Which one did you decide on? So everybody kind of has the option here for folks in the audience to, if your first one was pretty darn good, to go back and to go and find one that wasn't quite what you had hoped. So
Well, I just went with the straight up assignment, I guess, for lack of a better term, and I went to the first one that I posted on all the flavors, which apparently has 4 reviews at 4 stars. So I guess people thought it was good.
yeah,
It was my Bavarian cream donut. I think it's good the way it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to test out that remix because there are some new flavors out that I think would work really well.
mm-hmm.
Though I might need a little help with a couple of flavors that I've never used before, like Glamour Chocolate. I did finally get that in.
Glamour chocolate's wonderful.
Um, and then a couple other questions that I may have for the panel and or chat. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try to redo that and maybe knock down how many flavors are used because it was a 10 flavor recipe for my first posted one.
You came in strong. You came in verified.
So yeah, I looked at them. My first one was Bavarian cream. My second one was one of my Indian flavor inspired ice creams. I think it was Krishna. Then my third recipe was the blueberry donut.
Damn.
So
You just came out swinging.
Even strong.
so I just went with that one.
All right. How about you, Toonie? Which one of your original recipes did you feel like reworking a bit?
Well, I have looked through my notebook. I was thinking about developing my very first mix, and I think it ended up being 6% TFA strawberry and 3% Flavor West natural lemonade.
That's a good one. Like that would be tasty no matter what. But I mean, there are better strawberries. I don't know
Yeah.
that there's a better lemonade out, but
Yeah.
all right, Basie McBaserton.
I know I'm not going to use any of that Honeywood Flavor West Honeywood tobacco. She would come down and whack me with some blunt object if I did.
Yeah. Well, the that new Wonder Flavors honey isn't quite as aromatic. It's still got a little bit of an aroma to it, but it's not as bad. Dave Slash's name is Slashalow on all the flavors.
Yeah. I just noticed that. I don't know why it's got my name there. Maybe it was one of the Zoom updates. Not that I don't mind people knowing my name because it's out there, but I'm actually that way people know.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's who he is. Slashalow on all the flavors. Get ready to
That
get your
would be
mind
me.
blowing, Dave.
There's some weird ones out there.
Oh, Nova, you're about to see me go. You're about to see me go harder than 2% on Flavor West Kiwi. Don't worry, my friend. 2% Flavor West Kiwi. Who are we kidding?
You gotta lean into that flavor.
You do. So Max, what did you find, and what do you think you're going after here?
My first recipe, I posted it and pulled it. It was a coconut milk tea, which I actually remade not too long ago. So my first public one is Ample, which was remixed into All Day. So I'm gonna do that a third time.
Excellent. At least you know. At least you got a good starting point.
I'm just circling the drain at this point. Just the same shit over and over and over. But I actually have wanted to do this one for a while now, so I'm gonna do that again.
I need to label this before I forget what it is. Yikes.
Oh my god.
Oh God, listen to this one, Fresh.
Okay.
Lorenz apple and Lorenz melon. Yuck.
I mean, that would be very Jolly Rancher. An apple watermelon Jolly Rancher. I mean, that doesn't sound too awful. But I mean, it is Lorenz.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of talk where my mind's at here. So what I'm thinking is vanilla custard 2 or Wonder Flavors vanilla custard, one of the two. So using some of the new ones. Let me. Thank you for reminding me to pop the chat out, Max.
Oh, sorry.
No, I needed to do it anyway. What is? Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, can we share that with the crowd?
I think you can. Yeah, I asked him. He said it's okay.
Oh, that's fantastic, Nah Chef. That makes me want to wear a fanny pack.
I like it.
I'd wear it.
Totally.
Fanny packs would be. I mean, I do bicycle everywhere, so I mean, I guess I never realized I was in the market for a good fanny pack.
They are making a comeback too with the whole
big time.
retro comeback. I see a lot of people walking around with them.
Pro wrestlers have been onto something for years. Like if you like pro wrestlers, like if you ever see pro wrestlers, they all wear fanny packs, all of them, and they've never stopped. Like
I see it in the. Oh, go ahead.
Like the
Didn't mean to
early
cut you off,
2000s, I still remember seeing like Shawn Michaels strutting around with like a leather fanny pack on.
I see it in a different setting, and it's used for different things. But they've been popular for a while in the weightlifting scene and the bodybuilding scene for a while.
Yeah.
And it's used to carry certain things around that they keep on themselves. We won't go into that, but yeah. And now they don't stand out as much because I do see quite a few people in the gyms carrying their fanny packs around, and I don't really know what they're putting in them.
Lots of stuff.
I guess I don't know what it could be other than maybe like straps, for lifting, things like that,
Could be.
maybe, which makes sense.
Yeah, it could be some hand straps.
Cell phone. Don't want to ruin the lines in their pants and shit. You know.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That actually
An
could make
emergency
sense.
power bar.
Yeah, food for the middle. That okay.
You gotta come
Oh yeah,
prepared.
you're carrying your little supplements for your waters.
Yeah,
or
your
BCAA
headphones.
powder.
Sounds like a lot of people are in the market for it.
Yeah. Louis Vuitton style developed.
Penny pack.
Could you that could be a huge hit at the gym. Developed. Like
Yeah, very
you're-
true.
You're
Like
sculpting.
they don't know what it's from. It just says developed on it.
yeah.
Go hit up the local gyms, Max.
So-
You don't think I'm already hustling this shit there?
Yeah,
It's a main
No,
market I'm after.
Like, do you know? Like, Max just walks by flexing. He's like,
Popping
I'm
open a can of
developed.
SpaghettiOs.
"That's right."
with your free slice of pizza.
Yeah. I unzip it and I got the SpaghettiOs and a spoon and I just fucking.
You know you're hungry.
I'm like, look at the convenience.
Packs they're gonna go through the same iteration that phones did. First you start carrying around gym bags and backpacks. Then they shrink all the way down to the small size, like our cell phones. The smaller the better.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna start getting big again. So like fanny packs will be around for a couple more years, and then people will start carrying like messenger bags, and then go back to a backpack with a different name, and we'll all be like, that's just a backpack, not a whatever you're calling it, a tomato now. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're carrying out duffel bags and like fucking like hiking backpacks.
Like a
Like
military
1 buck.
rucksack,
yeah.
60, 80 pounds walking around.
I want to see them bring back the stick with the bandana. That's
Yes.
Oh, hobo style.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We need to make that happen.
Where's Max going? He's going to that sweet candy mountain.
Yeah.
going to Candy Mountain, Charlie. So, Back on topic though, I do have a question for y'all.
Sure.
So remixing that Bavarian cream donut,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be using Wonder Flavors glazed because
Okay.
it
Of course.
works, and I'm gonna be using Wonder Flavors Bavarian cream because it
Yes.
fits very well. I'm also gonna be using Glamour chocolate for the chocolate coating on top.
Yeah.
Good
yeah.
call.
The problem I'm having though, because I've not done creams in so long, and I probably have a few new ones back there, but how do I thicken up Wonder Flavors Bavarian cream more?
Vanilla cream extra.
Mm.
Yum.
Vanilla
Love
cream
that
extra.
shit.
Who's that from?
Wonder Flavors.
Do I have that?
You
It's
better
very
get it.
rich.
I feel like I should have that because I.
That was
Okay, so
from. That was a release ago.
oh
That was one
while
release ago,
back.
right?
oh oh God,
No, couple,
they're going
I think.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's been around for a little bit.
Yeah.
I love
So
that
yeah,
shit.
I have to dig through this box as I'm
It's
dropping them.
still
Like
in
it's
the
all
black
full.
cap bottle,
Wow.
so
Oh my
it's
gosh.
a while.
The Wonder
Black cap.
Okay,
Flavors-
yeah. So it's Black Cap era. So that's at least 3 releases ago.
I
Mhm.
might not have that one.
Wonder Flavors is pretty thick already with
What are
a.
you doing with your life, Slasher?
I mean, I have things like vanilla custard and cream custard from them as well.
Ooh, that vanilla custard might work quite nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do really really good at a lot of their flavors. So like
They
it's like
do.
yeah, I do want to use a lot of them.
I know I'm trying to. We're doing gummies on Noted tomorrow, and they have a lot. Wonder Flavors has a lot of gummy candies,
Hmm.
and like I'm trying to rank them. Where's the first? And like they're all so good. Like they all belong in the same spot on the list. Like it's really hard to choose because they're all really good.
I like. I still like that old Cap Jelly candy.
Cap Jelly Candy's
Yeah.
all right.
It's all right. Yeah.
It's got its place.
Yeah, super strong.
Rumple Foreskin is recommending meringue by Flavora. I mean, that's always an option.
Yeah. Or Vienna cream.
Vienna
That
So
cream's
one's
I-
also
light.
marshmallow
I
vanilla.
use-
The one-on-one
I do-
marshmallow vanilla. It's always an
Yeah.
I
option.
do have a FA meringue still in there. That's something I'm keeping in there because I'm a big fan of FA meringue. So it'll thicken it up some, but I kind of want another cream. I want this like, it's like a pudding pretty much. Where
I mean,
I like-
yeah,
Did you
they were
did you ever
longer.
try this one? The
Oh,
e-liquid this one? Yeah,
Oh,
the vanilla custard by Wonder Flavors is very similar. So if you're looking to add a little bit of that, and that does have a really nice thick mouthfeel. Like this whole new release that they did was all based on mouthfeel.
Mhm.
So the Bavarian
Oh, you
cream's a
could
very
tell.
thick Bavarian cream. The vanilla custard's a very thick vanilla custard. So you could certainly double down.
I may go with that vanilla custard just to have that in there
Yeah.
It's-
a little
because
it's
bit.
I have
delicious.
that one, so I can actually mix it.
That makes me
mean-
want to use it.
I'm using vanilla cream extra right now in my Nillas and Nanners redo. I decided to go with Vape Train banana custard and Vape Train cookies and cream, Purilla vanilla wafer with milk, and then Wonder Flavors vanilla cream extra.
Very nice. Now I'm waiting to see if we run into one of those situations where it's like, these are all good flavors. I know they're all good flavors. Why does this taste like crap?
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes things just don't mix well.
God, there's some gross recipes in here.
Did you say gross recipes?
Yeah, like really bad.
I've gone back and looked at some of the things that I've done in my past, and I've dishonored my family several times.
Still a lot of flavors I still use though.
Okay. I'm getting there. Okay, so I can't make it on this because they don't have it. Okay. Come on, you can load up. There you go.
Well, I found a Nutella banana split I did with Flavor West banana split, Flavor West Nutella, and Flavor West wild cherry. Gross.
Wild
Ew.
cherry.
I think I
That
can
one
make
could that one could bear some reworking, Toonie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna steal from I'm gonna steal some stuff I learned about bananas the last week. Banana.
All right, and
Sasha, what does Dewey de Anise mean?
It's supposed to be a Depuis, Danny. Uh, oh wow, random dogs. What that's supposed to say, it's Je ne parle pas français depuis Danny. So I haven't spoken French in many years. But
Okay,
that's what it's supposed to be.
I was thinking Annie was years. I took 3 years of French in high school, but it's all gone now.
Same. All my French was high school based. I had my teacher was, she lived in Brussels for like 15 years before she came over. So we were able to get a very practical and real teacher, not just someone that was just teaching from a book. She actually kind of taught us how to speak fluidly and not just like doing the weird Google Translate type stuff.
Yeah. Nice. Oh man.
I did have to look up the word for like along the lines in many years because I remember a knee, but I couldn't remember the word for like the translation for yeah, the depuis or yeah, it should be depuis, I think.
I guess buku is a lot.
Yeah,
Not many.
that could have worked.
Annie buku.
Yeah, we would make the teacher not upset by any means, but she would get on to us because one of I still remember one of the sentences that we had to translate was I eat at the movie theater, which is like je suis mangé au cinéma, I think.
Je
But
suis I am, isn't it?
yeah, that is, what is it? Just something. Like I said, it's been a while. But
Anyway.
we would leave out part of it and just say that we ate the movies instead, just
Instead
to
of
get
like
under her skin.
Allah or whatever for at the.
Yeah.
Guys, this is pretty tasty.
Nailed it.
I think I did.
Nice.
You're like, of course I did fresh03.
That's really sweet of you. He said that Nillas and Nanas is fine as it is. He said so he likes it. Try this one if you have the flavors.
All right, let me. Are any of the rest of these sitting out? Probably not.
My God, that's not disgusting.
Yeah. No dumpster fire start? Man.
Nice.
I was really thinking I'd have one because I use juniper gin with Yakima hops.
That would be extra piney.
That's what I'm going for. I want to go for like a double hazy IPA.
Okay.
So you just want to vape a tree?
Don't you?
Well, I mean, I vaped worse.
That's like exactly
Speaking of
what I
that,
want.
Max, did you ever go and? I never brought it up to you. I have a Hefeweizen up on all the flavors. It's a double
do?
wheat beer with orange. Yeah. Let me find it. I'll send it in chat.
Yes, you do, because you did it on this show.
Yes, I did, and it actually turned out really, like, to me it tastes like a wheat beer with citrus. I'll go and find it and send it to you, and you can take a look at it.
All right, I think I've reworked this. I think I've reworked this well in your honor, Toonie.
All right, Freshy D.
Hopefully I don't bring shame to you.
Oh, you won't.
I think I should rework this to be sure.
I have no problem with the people using that combination however they like it.
Yeah, everybody, if you get a chance, that brings, speaking of dishonoring your family, if you get a chance, go watch the Amazon series, James May, Our Man in Japan. I know I talked about it before, but I finally finished it, and it's really heartfelt. It's really, really, really cool, and if you're interested in Japanese culture, which I think everybody in the U.S. is, like, everybody's fascinated with Japanese culture. Like, there's not a guy out there that doesn't want, like, a full set of samurai armor and a katana.
I love me a good
You're not
katana.
wrong.
It's a fascinating look at Japanese culture and and James May, who's from the Grand Tour and
Top Gear?
Top Gear. Yeah, it's him going through Japan, and just it's really fascinating to see how that culture views all these things from a West. We're looking at it from a Westerner's perspective, and we really misunderstand. We really misunderstand Japanese culture a lot.
Yeah.
But
I
it's I think it's 5 episodes. It's on Amazon Prime. But it's really, like I said, it's a really heartfelt series. Like when it ended, and just kind of the way it ended, I got a little teary. I was like that was awesome. That was well worth my time. So
Speaking of Japanese
There we
culture, it's funny because so many people are into the martial arts and that
Yeah.
whole almost philosophy behind it. And I learned something that Chloe's M-Turk's girlfriend has a black belt in martial arts.
Oh, really?
I
Really?
never knew that. And she used to teach it.
That is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that about her.
I got
Not that I
two
know
more.
a whole lot about the Turks, so.
Yeah.
I got 2 more I'm going to add in there for you, Max. Because you're a glutton for punishment.
Hi, Emily Blue. Do we got some new folks out there, Emily? Or no, they're talking about keto.
Emily Blue.
Yeah, Mark was saying that he might look it up.
It's
So I was just telling him that if he decides to give it a try and has any questions. What's keto loaf? Is that the egg loaf thing? It is like keto French toast.
I've seen them in the supermarket. I don't know what they're made of. I should stop and look. But it looks like a regular loaf of bread.
Oh, Dimlim, that's really good. I actually took that recipe and made it like a single serving size, and I just put it in the microwave. So like sometimes for lunch I'll have it. I really like it.
I tried your Ichabod's crane.
Okay.
I like that one. I liked how the Arabian and the apple filling were.
What's up, Dimlin?
I don't have baked
Millen.
bread.
I will say that is a requirement. Could not baked bread and Flavora wheat. Neither of those can be subbed out
Is that
there's
flavor
nothing.
flavor art baked bread? No.
No, Flavora or sorry, wow.
Flavor.
RF real flavor VG based baked bread.
That's a really good flavor. And
And
I think that one is not getting remade, as far as I'm aware.
Nope. But good thing you only need like a drop or two for any mix you ever do.
True. I do have a lifetime supply with my 130 ml bottle.
Same. But yeah, sadly, neither the wheat nor the baked bread could be subbed out. I also shared fresh, just so I shared the grounded recipe. I think I did on your show as well. It was a weird floral tea lavender tobacco.
Yes, we did do that.
It's got like 7 leaves, cured, green tea, honey, lavender, and vanilla as a tobacco.
That sounds really good, actually. If there's one thing I've learned hanging out with Slasha the last bit, it's that keep your mind open to mixes. Because every time I've mixed one of Slash's weird ones, I'm just like, son of a bitch, why wasn't I open to that earlier?
To be honest, it's because it's fucked up. That's why.
True, but it turns out so well.
What was the one you used AM4A in?
Oh, that one, I think when I used AM4A, I was trying to emulate the fig because we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was a good one, too.
There should be a way. I know I can go to recipe. Let's see. Let's go to flavors. Let's look up AM4A.
History of the banana split. I'm okay. That I didn't know I was interested in that, Addy Tooney, but now I'm kind of interested. Now I kind of want to go get a banana split today.
I used it in the Mamoul, the Arabian date filled cookie.
Yeah.
And I put AM4A in there because it really had this weird fig date mix to it.
What makes it Arabian?
Well, because the cookie itself is actually Arabian in nature. It is an almond like fig or I think it's mainly fig. But it's like an almond fig cookie where the cookie is used like it's got like an almond powder or crushed almond in the cookie on the outside, and it's filled almost like a fig Newton.
Sounds good.
Yeah, AM4A is interesting too because it's pretty wet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like tobacco dry kind of a thing.
No, and it's sweet.
Yeah, you get like rum and stuff in it. It's like a sticky, kind of like raisin date kind of a thing.
Yeah, I remember when we talked about that, and that was a pretty interesting experiment.
That was why I bought powdered sugar for that one.
I could see that.
Yeah, I like that recipe. That was good.
Well, what do you guys think about this as a banana split? Mulberry soft banana at 0.9, banana nut bread at 3%, red touch at 1.8, glamour at 1.2, a tiny bit of Inaware cherries, tiny bit of the Mulberry pineapple, some Kanako soy, and 1.2 liquid barn vanilla ice cream.
Heck yeah.
Sounds good.
4% liquid barn anything with 4% liquid barn ice cream is going to be okay by me.
Yeah, right?
I like the Kanako soy.
Yeah, the
It's
crushed
such a good
peanuts.
flavor.
crushed peanuts over the top of the banana split. I like where your
That
mind's at,
reminds
Toonie.
me.
As always.
I should mix up your koi's whole recipe
Coil.
again, Crush. That was so good.
That did it, I haven't made that in probably, it's been at least a year since I
Yeah,
made it.
that's really good. I should mix that up again.
That turned out really, really nice. That was right when that flavor came out and we were trying to figure out what to do with it. I'm like, I know what to do with it. Let's make a crushed peanut donut.
Heck yeah.
Hi, Jeff Lawson. That's at least 2.
2 or 3?
2 or 3. Vape to Live 38. Best name ever. Vape to Live. Sporkleaf, are you out there trying to incite people into making bacon?
Sporkleaf does like to make the bacon.
He does. He loves his bacon. I'm already shaking. It smells really, really good. What I did smells really, really good. That's 3. Thank you, Jeff Lawson. I'll remember. Slippy Zippy.
Zippy.
Laura's Slippy Zippy Strong in the house. William Balana. What's up, William? Give some more shout outs. Dimlin. She's kind of becoming a partner in crime on that Monday show.
Heck yeah. The strawberries got just a tiny bit left in it, fresh.
Time to order a new one. I don't know how many of those I've gone through. Vape for Life, Jen. There you go. I'll give you a little eye contact. I want you inside me. We're not quite as creepy here on the Saturday show as we are on the Tuesday show.
It was kind of creepy.
It is. I'm not going to answer that. Thank you. The topside light is excellent, Chris Clash. It's become my work mod. This is the mod I take to work just because it's so light. The 21700 lasts easily 24 hours of vaping for me. And the variant is just like the drop, except for it's smooth. The airflow slightly smoother. So if you like the drop, you'll like the variant. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the whole kit. I know they had them on sale for like $50 over on My Freedom Smokes, and they're gone. They're gone. So I got mine off of My V Pro. Zippy's slippery today. She's out scrubbing out the pool, getting ready for Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
Me too. I'm really interested in how this turns out, Forrest. Remixing Addie's custard. I mean, I've done it before, but
Here you go, Addie. Be proud.
Nice.
Only way to get into those wonder flavors.
I mean, Papa Chigley, that is definitely a winner. The Mullenberry Creamy Greek is definitely a winner. Well, Chris, I'm running a single Lumi braid in here. It's a 5mm coil, 5mm 12 strand, or was it 12?
Celtic.
It's a Celtic. I forget exact. Lumi's got funny names for all her coils, but it's a Celtic. It's 5mm, and it's absolutely lovely. I'm just running a single coil in here. Josh Rhodes, what's up, Josh Rhodes?
Gosh.
But I mean, the drop was always known as being one of the best overall like flavor RDAs and one of the easiest to build on. So it's kind of that best of all worlds. I really like the variant. And the squonk feature's ingenious. Just ingenious. Being able to, you just take your screwdriver before you build, turn it 180, screw it on, then do your build like normal, and you can squonk, or you just tighten that thing down 180, and you don't have to worry about your liquid getting through.
I'm stealing from Josh Rhodes' banana combination today.
Very nice.
Banana nut bread and the soft banana mullenberry.
What's up,
I
Shane?
just got the mullenberry soft banana. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, it's yummy. Bananas are so hard, you know. Well, bananas aren't hard, but it's hard to find a good tasting flavoring.
Yeah, there's only a few good ones.
Chris, yes, exactly like a braid. Yeah, it's a braided coil. So she takes like 12 strands or 12 loops of stainless
Like 30,
steel.
yeah, 34. I think she uses 34.
Yeah, 34 gauge, and she braids them together into a Celtic braid. And then I wrapped it on a 5 millimeter bit. Put it in. Well, not a 5 millimeter bit. It was a 5 millimeter meat thermometer. Is what I used. You know the part about this mix that's gonna upset me. I have to wait a couple days to see where the strawberries go because it's really good.
Good.
I'm ready to publish Addie's custard too.
Awesome.
So this is not a private recipe. Save that. Then I go over here to the one I already had open. Go to my recipes here. And Addie's custard too.
What was
It's
the
ready for the
final,
peeps.
final percentage you ended up with?
Where I wound up? Let me drop
Yeah.
I'll drop the link out there to everybody.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
go over the recipe real quick. So I did blueberry by VSO
Oh, good choice.
at 5%. Of course, I'm going to go VSO blueberry. I want the best blueberry. Flavor West kiwi. You can't take the Flavor West kiwi out of this particular recipe. It just adds that wonderful candy kiwi note. So I did that at 3%. I did take it down from 4 or 3.5. Took it down from 3.5 to 3 just because it can be a little bit overwhelming for people. Wendy vapes. Then I did 1.4% of the Strawberry Juicy by Wonder Flavors. I did 1% of Strawberry Cheesecake by Wonder Flavors.
Nice.
And 2.4% of Vanilla Custard 2 by TPA.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
This looks really good. And I just got that vanilla custard too in, so this might have to be the first recipe I try that flavor.
So I'm very happy with where it's at, and I know it's just going to get better over the next couple days as everything just kind of grows into itself.
That Wonder Flavors cheesecake is such a cheat code.
It's a tremendous cheat code. Max looks satisfied down there. He's got a satisfied look on his face.
I think I'm on the right track. It's definitely more accurate, but that's not always a good thing. You know, like especially for this profile.
Is it better than V1 and V2?
Parts of it are, but so I did a different thing. My old one had FA blood orange in it, Inaware cactus, which I don't want in it anymore. Guanabana, FA pear, Flavora pink guava, and Flavora Yakima hops. Yeah, that one, I don't want the cactus, I don't want the blood orange. So I went with ruby red grapefruit and starfruit. Because I want this to be more juicy. And I put citrus soda.
Okay.
Citrus soda is so good.
Well, if you've got citrus soda, then you've definitely got melon rind. For juiciness. Because that's a juicy ass flavor. It's just you have to want that white melon flavor, and it can be kind of insidious. It can just kind of work its way in. But you've certainly got strong enough flavors in there to beat it down if you needed to.
Yeah, there's a same brewery, Founders. They make a watermelon goza, which I found disgusting, but yeah, it would probably get you there if you put the melon rind in there. Probably because it kind of tastes like that like rindy note.
Yeah, that white part of the watermelon. That's not quite
Yeah,
not sweet or lovely, but starfruit is very good.
yeah.
Very good.
I just was looking at your recipe, Slasher. You couldn't get away from using joy, eh?
Oh, so I like the yeast flavor in the donuts, so I kept it there.
That's a good. If you need yeast, that flavor
That
does
is
nothing else.
that is what I do.
Although I have to say, I've mixed your blueberry donut several times, and I was scared by the joy, but it just works really well.
Yeah.
It's like one of the
Well,
only recipes that I actually like joy in.
well, I appreciate that.
Slash a low, master of joy.
That's right.
Yes.
Bringing all the joy.
It does feel
That's
weird not
that's a more.
putting.
Hmm?
I would say it does feel weird not putting yellow cake in a donut, though.
Yeah, right.
But but glazed donut is pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, there's always room for yellow cake.
Well, you're not wrong. But I also wanted to go simple. Figure 5 flavors. It's not too bad.
And Max, I was thinking, I'm still trying to think up juicy flavors. I thought about. I mean, you could always sweet coconut it, but that's more of a moistener than being
FA
juicy.
pear, would that be out of place?
He's already
I
got
did
FA
that.
pear.
No,
Oh.
I did that in the first one, but I'm thinking I might do that instead of the starfruit. I might go back to that.
Do you have
So
the
basically,
Do you have the Wonder Flavors ripe pear?
I do.
That might be a choice. That's a little bit sweeter if you're looking for a sweet. It's sweeter than FA pear.
Is it juicier?
It's right about the same amount of juiciness.
I'll try it.
I really like that Wonder Flavors ripe pear. That's a really really nice juicy pear. So
Thai apple.
that's right,
That'll
Zippy.
add. I
Hmm?
think Thai apple would. I mean, it's sweet for sure. And using low,
Pear's not quite as malleable as, or apple's not quite as malleable as
yeah,
pear is. That's the nice thing about pear flavors is you can just kind of manipulate them into whatever you need them to do.
Yeah, it's
because
real
they're very
mellow.
subtle.
Yeah,
Where Thai apple, by
you're good.
tasting it, it is an apple.
Yeah, it's the perfect body of a red apple.
It's good, but I don't know if it would fit in that.
Yeah,
I don't want like a hop cider.
Yeah, that's kind of what you get.
Although that does sound really good.
You and your hops.
I just keep glancing over at Toonie. I'm like, is he there yet? Is he there yet with his banana split?
2 more.
How much should I put in here?
How much of the pear do you want to come through?
I just want wet.
You just want wet at like 0.75.
I think I went one.
Half to 0.75%, I think, would probably do the trick for you.
Let's see.
What's up, hippie?
Hey.
Oh, that brings out way more grapefruit. Oh, I like that.
We did it.
Yeah, get that starfruit out of there. Ripe pear, 1%.
Yeah, I think this mix will have to sit for like the 4 or 5 days or so. But I think it's going to be good.
That's right, Michael Morris. You get in the kitchen, you throw that starfruit in the microwave, and you fuck it. You fuck that starfruit, man.
Start calling him Ruby.
That's right.
Props to anyone who gets that reference And at the same time, I'm gonna judge you too, just a little bit.
Right. All right. I'm gonna throw all the recipes in the description here. Toonie's shaking. He's shaking and sniffing.
It's mixed and sniffing. I need a little bit more vanilla ice cream.
There's definitely a creaminess to it, Papa Chigley. The mullenberry, that kiwi cocktail. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to what it's doing. It's different from a lot of them that are out there. I'm not opposed to what it's throwing down. All right, so first one up is Emily's Nilla's and Nanners redo. And I got slashes here.
So while you're doing that, I got to show off a couple of new toys that I went out and got because it makes me happy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's nothing bad. It's just
Ooh.
2 new pens because I'm a big fountain pen. I say big. I enjoy writing with them. So I went out and got me. They're both from Pelican. I'm a huge Pelican fan. I have like 4 or 5 pens from them. But yeah, they're different colors. They're very pretty. They write really well.
Now, where are they from? Where are they?
Pelican is German. They have a really cool, because they do a ink of the year every year. They work with Edelstein, and they come up with an ink of the year. And this year there's one called Moonstone coming out, and it could be really, really pretty, but it doesn't come out until like late next month is when it's going to be released, and that's when we're going to get to see the colors. And then generally the last several years they release a pen and ink set, so I'm gonna probably get me another pen.
Nice. Moonstone, that could be really interesting.
Yeah, we're thinking like a really dark gray with a possibility of like a teal and purple hue to it.
Uh-huh.
And if that's the case, it's going to be really pretty.
Is like glitter a thing in fountain pen inks?
Yes, they have what's called shimmer, and I was given one for Christmas this year by a friend of mine, and then my wife has one, and yeah, they put it's little flakes inside of it. The problem is though is that it settles. So like when it's in the bottle, you have to shake it before you ink your pen, and then anytime you write with the pen though, you have to shake it, because if you try to write before you shake it, a whole lot of the shimmer will come out, and depending on the ink, it could possibly clog the nib. So depending on how you do it, it can be really good, or it can cause a couple of issues.
So your A's and thes could be quite shimmery.
They could be, yes, but they're really pretty. But I'm not a huge shimmer ink fan. I like what's called sheen, where they make the ink, and then depending on how they make it, when the light hits it, it actually shines a different color.
Oh, okay.
Like I have one that's a really pretty scarletish color, and then when the light hits it just right, you see gold around the edges and everything. It's real pretty.
Kind of like those paint jobs they put on cars now.
Yeah, kind of. Yep.
Some of those pearlescent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a Lexus makes a really pretty pearlescent white. And it's like, you're so pretty, but I don't want to spend $80,000 on a car. Like,
yeah,
I could buy a shitty house for $80,000.
Yep.
It might actually be nicer to sleep in the Lexus than the shitty house, though, to be fair.
Now, do those inks take longer to dry?
Yes, they take longer to dry, and generally, you want to use certain kinds of paper that can soak in the ink easier, and so they
Porosity?
don't
So,
they
so,
don't feather.
so basically, they're nightmares for lefties.
Yes, actually, there. So if you watch certain left-handed writers when they're using fountain pens or wet inks, yeah, they do. They come over and they actually write like this.
It's so weird.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not cool.
I've got a left-handed mom and roommate, and a bunch of people in my life who are left-handed, so I'm used to the clutch.
Yep. Which for that, a lot of Japanese and mainly Japanese pens are good for that. You write very high up
Mm-hmm.
because they make the nibs for how the culture writes, and they usually write very high. Where here, like Western civilizations, we're
Just
kind of low
dragging
and
their hand across the page.
yeah, and we write low and angled generally. So yeah, so if you are someone who writes up high or clutches that way, uh, a lot of your like pilots, if I'm correct, are Japanese made. Like the Vanishing Point is really nice. Someone's home,
Hi,
and
Mom!
yeah,
Look
so
at
you can
those
write up
tails
high with
going.
them.
I've seen some left-handed people
You just
write
let yourself out.
like turn a piece of paper sideways and write from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Yep. Uh, and that's kind of how you do certain calligraphic writings because of the angle. It's kind of formulaic. A lot of people, you turn your paper something like 60 degrees and then you write at another like 15-degree angle and it flows. Yeah, I like my fountain pens. They're really nice to write with. And then in a business setting, when you pull out a fountain pen and you write, there's a weird aura about that. So it's kind of a two birds, one stone.
I've always thought that getting into fountain pens would be good for me because my handwriting's so bad, and fountain pens can correct a lot of that. Can make your handwriting look a lot better than it normally does.
Especially if you get into the italic nibs. So the italic nibs especially can really hide a lot of imperfections in writing. And you can get some very affordable ones out there, like, $25 pen, which is expensive for a pen, don't get me wrong, but
I've spent more
not
on a
not
pen.
for yeah. And you can get like the Lamy Safari uh, italic or other things like that. The Neomycene, I think it is, makes one. Um, yeah, that'll hide a lot of writing imperfections. Like I have bad handwriting, and I wrote a note to my mom just so she could see how it was, and she was like, "Yeah, I if I didn't watch you write that, I would not have known that was your handwriting because I wrote it in cursive and everything."
Yeah. I've got some of my notes here from the I'm No Joe podcast, Thursday nights, but you can see it's chicken scratch. Choke out. We need to get Max on an I'm No Joe.
When is it?
Thursday nights. He starts at your East Coast, so it'd be 10:30 your time, so might be a little late, but
Yeah, it's usually when I'm already asleep by then,
yeah.
or getting done with the meeting with developed. I don't know. I'll try to do it. That'd be fun.
I'll send a message to Meter. He's the mastermind of the I'm No Joe, but yeah, it's always a good time talking punchy kicky.
Yeah.
Well, my banana split came out pretty good right now. I'm getting the banana and the pineapple and a touch of that peanut. So I just upped the vanilla bean ice cream to 3%, and I'll wait for a couple days. Hopefully that strawberry will come in, It's odd. I'm not getting anywhere cherries at 0.3, which you think it would be there, but
Yeah, you would expect to at least get a hint of it.
yeah. Hopefully it'll come together. Definitely better than the first go around with all the flavor west.
I mean, we used what we had, Addy Tooney. We used
Yep.
what we had.
Yep.
What's up, church?
Church.
All right. Does anybody out there have any questions for us? Any DIY questions or pen questions or left-handed questions or fuck Mike Bloomberg questions or what
Oh,
else?
I got something. You see 70 of Mike Bloomberg's people that were trying to persuade the American public on Twitter got banned today.
Good.
70 accounts.
Good.
Violating Twitter's policies.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see some pushback already on these bills coming up, which is a good thing.
I haven't talked about it as much as I should. With the complete flavor ban coming up in the Senate. Thursday comes up Thursday. They're gonna vote on it.
So.
I haven't talked about it a lot because it's got minuscule chances of getting anywhere. But everybody, you should get in touch with your representatives. I mean, I know calling Patty Murray, and I'm pretty sure my phone number's banned from her office, but I know, calling your representatives and your senators, this is definitely something that, you should get in touch with them about. Be like, hey, listen, I'm a one-issue voter. If you vote on this, I will actively campaign against you. That's what I tell them. So, I mean, this one, if it passes, I mean, that's the window shut. So, yep. There's one in the House and there's one in the Senate. The one in the Senate is the one that's coming up on the 27th. So, yep. Everybody, get on your reps. Get on your reps. I'm not I just don't feel. I'm not worried about this one. There were times in the past I was worried about it, but this one is senseless. And with the way things are going, it's just not. It doesn't feel like a big deal to me.
Yeah, and then the New York flavor bans.
That you guys need to get on.
Yeah.
That's something you can affect.
Welcome, hippie. Yeah, Cuomo sitting there with Pave. Oh, it makes me nauseous.
I'm getting all these messages super delayed. Tam, sorry. I just saw your message, Tam. Sorry.
I did good today. This morning, I caught up on my Twitter early. I think we're headed out to the drugstore, maybe get something to eat.
Oh yeah.
At the drugstore?
Yeah.
Nice.
Banana split.
Yep.
Sweet.
There was an old-fashioned drugstore where I went to college that did the same thing. You walk in and it's just this little store, but then they have the bar where they sell milkshakes and malts. And they were the best malts that I've ever had.
Yeah, there's some place in Buffalo, Parkside Candy, that was that whole setup. The jerk shop or whatever, jerk shop they used to call them, I guess.
Yeah, you don't see much of that anymore.
There's one there's one out in Spokane. Maybe I'll hop on the bike and ride over there or something. I don't know. But then I have to ride like 5 miles back with a milkshake in my hand.
Yeah,
That's
that would
it.
be.
Just
You got
sit
a
there,
burrito?
just sit there and slurp it.
Yeah.
You
Right in
make
her
it for
face.
burritos last night? The burrito
Of
bar?
course I did.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm not okay with it, Fidalgo, but I mean, it's better than the alternatives. Putting e-liquid into 21 and over shops, and I mean, it's as good as we could have hoped for. So, it's awful that it's come to this, but I mean, it's better than the complete ban that we were facing.
Yeah, ban all the e-cigarettes and keep the cigarettes on the market because that's what a lot of states have done already.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean, it keeps vape shops open. Means it's the only place you can go get it.
it's the best way. I guess it's the best option we could have really hoped for versus the ban. I know that for some people it really kind of sucked, with there being no grandfather in there or anything. And like I mean it's kind of the same thing as like working at a restaurant. You can be 18 to serve alcohol with a license, but you can't drink it. It's kind of the same idea, but you're going into a vape shop now where you had like 19-year-olds that were working there
Yeah.
vaping legally and everything, and all of a sudden, bam, this day right now you cannot. And so it's like they can't buy from their shop, they can't tell people, help them, because they can be like,
Yep.
well, I can't taste these flavors anymore, so I can't give you my opinion. I can't tell you which one I feel was better or worse, and so forth and so on. One of my friends actually quit his job at the vape shop. He was like, there's almost no point other than, getting the paycheck, and he went somewhere else for that.
Yeah. The no internet sales thing, it won't affect DIY. It didn't affect it during the actual flavor ban, and it won't affect it now. Because
I still say, and you can't change my mind, if any place that sells cigarettes should be able to sell e-cigarettes.
Agreed.
Yeah, more places should be able to sell them, not just the fucking gas
Vape
stations
shops.
and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
they should have them behind
Yeah.
the bar. That's where people do a lot of smoking, is when they're drinking. Should have
Yeah.
a nice little jewel display or something.
Kinda
Fucking,
like
I'm quitting smoking tonight.
There you go.
It's like what are they, the cigarette pack vending machines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring those back.
Of jewel vending machines. See, that's how. I mean, I got a lot of cigarettes out of vending machines when I was underage. So
I
Mm-hmm.
think it fucking just.
I did too. 75 cents.
the tax is already in place, Fidalgo. The tax was already like they shot themselves in the foot with that one. They did a tax and then banned it. So they did a tax like what 2-3 weeks before they banned flavors completely. Made no sense. It might TMS, but I mean, we can always order Flavora from sites. You can always get it off Bull City. Bull City never tried to. Bull City never stopped. Riverco never stopped. Riverco will not stop. By the way, everybody, until it's federally illegal for them to ship flavors and nicotine to people, they're never gonna stop. They don't care. So. Yay, Tweak's back from giving babies baths. Well, perfectly timed, Tweak, because I think we're out of here. We've been hanging out for hour and a half or so. That's good. Oh, okay, so they're adding another tax. It still doesn't affect flavors. So that's what I got. So let's let folks get out of here though. So let's run around the room. Emily, where can they find you, Emily?
Well, you can find me on all the flavors, Mel Nikon. And if you want to see this face some more, I'm on the Mix and Vixens on Sundays. And I'm on the DIY or Die YouTube channel on a show called Noted on Mondays, where we
Yes.
test every week. We do a new flavor profile. We test every flavor we own of that flavor profile and kind of rank them for you and compare them. Lots of good tidbits and info on that show. We help you spend your money, you know.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of money thanks to Noted.
Gummy candy is next on Noted on Monday, so
Get ready for some. Get ready for some Wonder Flavors heavy content. I have a feeling.
yeah, half of my list is pretty much is Wonder Flavors.
Pretty soon I'll be able to stay up late and be able to watch those shows.
Nice.
He's just gonna have to be quiet.
Yep. Headphones.
All right, Toonie.
Yes, sir.
What you got? What you got for these fine folks as you head into the last week, man? Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm pumped. It's gonna be sad, but it's gonna be awesome at the same time. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. I have so much fun with you guys. I love you guys. Love you guys in chat. It's you guys are like family. Hug the ones you love and tell them you love them, and enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Throw it to Max. Maximum Savagery. Where could we find you? Where could people pick up a sick ass skull cap like old Fresh03's been sporting the whole episode?
You can find that at developdiy.com/shop. Yeah, you can find those there. You can find us on YouTube, Develop DIY, or just Developed. It'll come up. And yeah, we got a lot more stuff coming out on the website and shit like that. So check that out. That's where all the updates go. So other than that, we're not going to be there next week though.
That's all right. The Louis Vuitton fanny pack will be coming soon. That makes up for a week of no Noted.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty big. He showed me another one too, in white.
In white?
Yeah.
Oh.
That one looks pretty cool too. So, yeah, I look forward to that.
Developed fanny packs coming soon, everybody. Carry your flavors on your ass.
They're gonna be called fancy packs.
Fancy packs.
Fancy packs. This all just started off as a joke, and then Nashev did it.
Oh, it's
and now it's a
amazing.
thing.
And now it's a thing.
Oh, that's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody, go check out Developed. Go check out Developed. I love the direction you guys took the Samoa cookie. Like I was entranced. I'm like, where are they going with Samoa cookie? Because I've accidentally created stuff that tastes like a Samoa cookie, but it didn't have the right texture. And what you guys did is fantastic. So, everybody go check out Developed. And last but not least, welcome back, Slashy.
Thanks for having me back. Yeah, it's been a long few weeks. Been finally getting back into the swing of things here at home and catching up. So, yeah, been kind of tired. Not really doing too much. So, yeah, go out and adopt. Don't shop. That is my message for you.
Well said. Well said. You can get a show stealer didn't even make an appearance today.
Yeah, what the heck?
What in the world's going on? But yeah, everybody, that's all we got. There's DIY all weekend. There's fights all weekend. Yeah, it's a great time to be alive. Just get out there, make your voice heard with your representatives. Keep it a great time to be alive. So everybody, be beautiful to each other. Educate, advocate, be good for this community. We'll see you on that next one. Slasha, you've been absent the longest. We could use a stew me out of here.
Get off your butts and vape.
Bye.